Today I have the distinct honor and privilege of interviewing Ann Varnum, Dothan icon of 38 years with WTVY that has done the morning show and done shows of keeping the wiregrass informed.
That's what you do too, Ricky.
We try.
Absolutely.
One of the things we're going to talk about today is your new book, Experiencing Spiritual Encouragement. If you would tell me something about the book.
Well, I started working part-time for the Dothan Eagle while I was still doing my shows. Linnea McClellan asked me to be a freelance writer because she was between a permanent freelance writer. And I started writing for her, and then as she hired somebody, she asked me to start doing devotional columns. And so I did, and the response from these columns have been so overwhelming. They have touched me so deeply. People would say, the day I got your article, I was going through this horrible thing, and it was like God spoke directly to me. And they will share back with me, email me back, or write me, or call me on the phone, and it's so encouraging. And a publisher came to me, the Eccentric Publishing Company, and Martin said, I want to do your book. First thing I thought about, I'm not spending any money, don't have time to put a book together. He says, I'll do it all. I'm a publishing company. And he did the base. I had written it. He did not change my wording. He used my same ideas. He did arrange the devotionals and picked them out. And it's just come out. And the cover is designed by my nephew, who is a quadriplegic. He was injured at Auburn in a diving accident. But now he is a software designer, happily married. His wife fell in love with him after he was injured. They have 2 children, and he did a great job on my cover. I told him what I wanted, and it's just, you're the first person I'm telling about it. It's hot off the press.
Well, great. You're going to have a book signing shortly with the book?
Yes, Yvonne McCullough at Doves has invited me and some of the other authors that are published by the Eccentric Publishing to come and do an autograph party at Doves on Saturday, May 21st from 10 until 3. And so I'll be there.
Well, great. Tell me about some of the chapters in the book. What, if I get it, what are some of the things in it that I'll be...
Well, you know, we can only share what we know. We can only share what we have been through, our life experiences, and what other people share with us, ways that God has helped us through the toughest times. We talk about death. We talk about separation from our loved ones. We talk about what do you do when you're depressed? What do you do when you have financial difficulty? In fact, the questions that I have on the front of this book says, and I kind of scattered it, when is God going to change my situation? All of us go through that. Why won't God answer my prayer? Life isn't fair. Is God mad with me? I am so confused. How can I increase my faith? And on and on and on. The publisher picked out the very first one. He said it's his favorite. And he picked out one that talks about the time that I had to leave my home. We went through a very difficult time financially. You know, people see you on TV, they see you, read about you, see your, your wonderful webcast and all. Oh, they don't have trouble like we do. Oh, yes, they do. And he encouraged, he put this in here, and I remember sitting on my back porch telling the Lord it wasn't fair. And the Lord said, I am the Lord of all your nesting places. Well, I didn't want to be a hen or a bird. I didn't want to have it. I wanted to stay where I was. And every time the Lord moves me, he does something much better. And it's part of our growing in our faith, trusting him. I've got things in here where I honored citizens in Dothan who meant so much to me. We talk about an episode that happened at Christmas time, for example. A little boy climbed up into Santa Claus's lap, and the harried mother was hoping he wouldn't go through this list like all the other children had because she was so tired and her children were getting ready to get in Santa's lap. And this cute little boy got up there and Santa Claus said, Johnny, what do you want for Christmas? And he said, whatever you want to bring me. And Santa Claus said, well, anything else you want to say? And he said, yes, I love you, Santa Claus. And you bring me whatever you want to because you always know what I need. True story. And that mother had a lesson from that. This is Santa Claus. But how many times do we say, God, I just love you, and I trust you to bring me what I need? And even though we're going through the difficult and hard times, there is a solution. I'm so thrilled that I have a lot of friends who wrote, they call it a blurb. I found that out when somebody recommends yours. My dearest friend, Jeannie St. John Taylor, who's an author, an illustrator, public speaker, columnist, and she's from Portland, Oregon, and she writes week after week and challenges and encourages me through her devotional. She never fails to hit the nail on the head with personal illustrations and timely scripture. If you desire to be lifted up with the truth, you will love her book. And that's by Kathy Gannon, not Jeannie. I looked down on a homemaker here, Tim Gannon's wife. But Jeannie writes, I followed Ann Varnum's devotional for years, and I love every single one I've ever heard or read. Of course, she loves me, so maybe that's why she likes them all. I feel God's Spirit through her words, and they bless me. I am convinced her insights and wisdom are a direct result of a close walk with the Lord. And that's very important to me. I hope people will enjoy it. I hope they'll come out and see us at the book signing, but they can still get books from me way after then.
How will they contact you?
Well, they can Ann at WTVY.com, or they can call my cell number, 334-596-2436, or write me a letter, P.O. Box 182 Webb, Alabama, 36302, or Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble, all the websites, it's everywhere.
And on Saturday, May 21st, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Dove Christian Bookstore. That's on Circle West.
That's right. Or from Martin Murphy at theocentricpublishing.com. I better say that. He's my dear publisher.
I want to thank you for taking time to talk with me today, and I accept this is a great privilege that I've got to interview the great Ann Varnum.
Well, I think it's a privilege to be interviewed by the great Ricky Stokes, and I'm giving you a copy, autographed copy of my book. I hope you enjoy it.
I'll treasure it.
Thank you.
Have a good day.